This is part 2, y'all. So, let me get this. 2 Timothy 1:9. And it says in an NLT, "For Yahweh saved us and called us to live a holy life. He did this not because we deserved it." And he didn't do this because we deserved it, because the things we did before we came to this truth was wickedness. All brothers was in some type of wicked state, and we still are in a sinful state. Not necessarily wickedness, but we're still in a sinful state because we're in this flesh that's prone to sin. And this is why we should be repenting as much as possible, asking for forgiveness from the Heavenly Father, from Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And it says for 2 Timothy 1:9, "For Yahweh saved us and called us to live a holy life. He did this not because we deserved it, but because that was his plan from before the beginning of time, to show us his grace through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach." Because this was his plan the whole time. So think about it when I use the example with Peter and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh already planned for Peter to walk a little bit on that water, just to show everybody else that was on the boat and Peter that with that faith and believing in Yahweh Shai, that he could walk on that water as well. And that was from the beginning. He already established all these things from the beginning. We were with him in the beginning, creating the creations, other than, creating this earth, until we were sent down here, But this is 1 Timothy 1:9. Let me reread it. "For Yahweh saved us and called us to live a holy life." He did this because he called us to do this. We don't say you found the Lord. No, he finds you. He calls you. He did this not because we deserved it, and we didn't deserve any of it because we were living wicked lives. I know I was. Before I came into this thing, I was living a terrible life. And because of his calling, it brought me out of everything that I was doing that was actually damaging my spirit and my flesh. And it says, "But because that was his plan from before the beginning of time." So Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai had the plan to take us from out of the wicked state spiritually that we were in and physically that we were in, to show us grace through Yahweh Shai, so that we will believe in him. Because when we started to believe in him, that's when things started to change for us. It was through nobody else that it could. All right. So we're going to get, let me get this in the King James. All right, this is Mark 11:22, and it says, "And Yahweh Shai answered, said unto them, Have faith in Yahweh. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith." Because this is the same thing, the instance which Peter, when he was with Yahweh Shai on the water, all he had to do was just believe. But as soon as he doubted, that's when it didn't happen. Because it's like somebody who truly believes is not going to doubt, because they know that it's true. "Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them." Right? All right. So don't, that's self-explanatory. Hold on, how much time I got left on here? All right, 4:25. This is 2 Corinthians 5:7. "For we live by faith, not by sight." So this is what a lot of the carnal 2/3 of Israel has a problem with, because the things that we say to them, they can't actually believe them because they're carnal. They only go by things they can see, they can taste, they can touch, they can smell. They go by things like that, and they'll never understand this truth like that. We go by the things that we believe and not the things that we can see, because those things can easily be illusions, right? Delusions. This is Galatians 3:11. So it is clear that no one can be made right with Yahweh by trying to keep the law. For the scriptures say it is through faith that a righteous person has life. And we know that the law does not make us righteous, because the law, when there's sin there, the law exists. And we know through the faith is the reason why we have life, because we can't keep the whole law. We couldn't keep the whole law ever since we had it. We never kept it. That's the reason why we always went off. We could never keep it. So it's not through the law that we're going to have life through the law. We're going to have life through the faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's Romans 10:17. It says, consequently, faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Hamashiach. So yes, this is where it came for me as well. Like, soon as I heard about who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, Yahweh Shai, soon as I heard about him, it sparked something in me, like, oh, what? And my search began. Like, it quickened, it did something to me where I was like, oh, and I got up. I was excited when I heard this. I was excited that I heard that we were the people of the scriptures, because it's almost like it brought something back to my remembrance. Like, oh, that makes sense. Like, it all made sense to me, because I grew up in the so-called church or whatever, and I had a lot of questions, and none of them were being answered until I came into this truth, and everything started to reveal itself. And I'm like, yeah, this is the truth. I knew it was the truth immediately. It said, consequently, faith comes from hearing the message, and we heard this message from a man. A man had to deliver the message. The man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, or whoever who said it out of his mouth, that's when you were supposed to get it. The faith primarily came from the truth primarily came from our elders and our apostles. So I believe that's about it. I'm gonna get this to Hebrews 11:6, and I'm gonna close out. And it says, and it is impossible to please Yahweh without faith. Anyone who wants to come to him must believe that Yahweh exists, and that he rewards those who sincerely seek him. And that's exactly what I just said. I just said, as soon as I heard of it, I believed it. And that's when my search began to happen. And ever since then, I've been in this thing. So with that, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom, y'all. On to the next one.